Hey guys, so I haven't vlogged for a while. I know I said I would, so I apologize for not vlogging. And I'm sick right now. I've been sick for a few days. I'm actually in quarantine for like 2 days, which is really gross. Nasty. So I apologize for my nasally sound right now. This is not how I normally talk, or at least I don't think so. So, there's that. Anyway, so vlogging. I'm just gonna talk about all the cool things that have happened like this past week and a half, because there's been a lot of neat things other than being sick that has happened. So, first big thing. I went to Glendale Community College to apply to school, because I've been putting it off for God knows how long. Sorry. But yeah, I had my lovely friend Kate go with me. I love you, Kate. Kisses. My lovely friend Kate go with me to help me because she is already enrolled there, and I had no idea what I was doing. I even told the lady at the front desk, I said, I don't know, I just know that I need to start classes and I don't know what I'm doing. So that's what happened. I had to take a reading exam while I was there, and prior to that, when I was in high school, I took my math exam and my English exam. So I already took those. All I had to do was take my reading. And so I had to go into this big testing room, and it was like soups awkward because I went and sat at this computer and like I didn't have my glasses on, so I was literally like the entire time I was reading the thing. And then there was some kid staring at me because it was like a testing room on computers, and so like there was this kid like directly diagonal from me that was like sitting back in his chair like. It made me super awkward. I was just like, I'm just gonna keep reading my screen. Okay, alright. So anyway, I did super well on my reading exam that I am exempt from taking reading classes in college, which is super rad. So then I went back to the main office with my friend, and they were like, okay, we'll just sit down and wait. It's gonna be like, they'll call you up to talk to you and then you'll sit back down. And I was like, okay, I got this. So we went and sat down, and like I was immediately called up. I was like, rad, gonna get this done, gonna be a college student. Okay, let's do this. So I walked up there, and he was like looking over my stuff, and then he goes, okay, so wait time to see an advisor is like 2 hours. And I went, 2 hours? Really? 2 hours? 2? Why? He's like, well, it could just be up to 2 hours. There's a lot of people here. We'll put your name on the list. And I said, well, can I make an appointment? And he goes, well, I mean, you could, but our advisors won't be able to see you until like the second week in November. And I went, are you serious? The second week in November? Really? I just want to get this done today. He was doing the best he could. So I was like, okay, that's okay. I'll just wait. So me and my friend Kate, we went, walked around. She tried to show me around campus. I am still very lost while I'm there. But she showed me the main classes that she takes, and so I at least know where the choir room is, which is important. So anyway, we walked around for a little bit, and then we came back in and sat down. We sat there for literally almost 5 hours. 4 hours, right? So we're sitting there, and I'm pissed because I'm like, I got dance practice tonight. Like, I have stuff I gotta do. I can't sit here any longer. Like, we sat there for 4 hours, and I was so mad, I was laughing. I was like, I've been here for 4 hours. I'm starving. I have to go to dance practice. I don't have time for this. I don't have time for this. So I called my mom. My mom's like, I'm gonna call the office, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, that's beside the point. So I sat there for 4 hours, and like there was almost nobody sitting where I was at. Like, There were maybe like 2 or 3 people, but they kept getting called up, and I was like, I've been sitting here for 4 hours. Why am I not getting called? What's going on? So finally I walked up to the desk and I was like, listen, I know that you guys are doing everything you can, but do you know when an advisor will be available? I've just been sitting here for a really long time, and if I need to make an appointment, I'll just make an appointment, because at this point I can't wait any longer. And she was like, I'm sorry, I know you've been waiting for like 4 hours, because you probably heard me on the phone. And I was like, sorry. She's like, let me go back and see if there's anybody back there. And I said, thank you so much. So she went back there, and this like older gentleman came out, and he's one of the advisors. And I was like, oh, praise the Lord Jesus. And there, I was number 4 on the list, and nobody from the list was getting called at all. Like, I hit number 4, and then I got sent back down to number 5, and then I got back up to number 4 again. So I was like, okay, but I was like number 4 on the list for a solid 2 hours. So he was like, well, is anybody from the other part, the other 3 positions here? And she goes, I don't know, but she has stuff that she has to do. And I was like, thank you, girl. Holla, thank you. I love you so much. And he's like, all right, well, I'll take you back, and then we'll worry about the rest later. And I was like, thank you so much. So he brought us into his little office thing, whatever, a little cubicle. And he was going over like all my placement scores on my 3 tests that I had taken. And he goes, okay, you passed out of reading, which is wonderful. You're exempt from reading. I said, okay. And then he goes, and you scored a 6 on your writing placer. I said, yes. And he goes, and then you also scored pretty well on your math placement. And I said, okay. And he goes, well, I have some great news for you. And I was sitting there like, okay, I've been sitting here for 4 hours, so I don't know what qualifies as great news. But I was like, okay. And he goes, you are eligible for the principal's list scholarship, and you can go to school for free. I kid you not. I like sat there and went, like, I almost cried. I was like on the verge of tears the entire time. I just realized I've been saying like a lot. I apologize. But I almost cried. So I'm sitting there and my mom's texting me like, it should not be taking this long. You need to leave. Blah, 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 blah. So he told me that, and he goes, yeah, let me just get all your information and blah, blah, blah. So he set me up with my classes, and he's like, just go to the office, the honors office tomorrow, and get everything done and whatever. And so after that, my friend drove me home because we carpooled together. And I called my mom, and I almost started crying because I was like, Mom, I'm smart. Like, all my life I've been an average student, and now I'm smart, and blah, blah, blah. Biggest blessing ever, ever, ever. So yeah, that's one thing that's happened this week. Long version, long. And then me and my other friend Melody, we went to California for her dad's birthday. Happy birthday, Paul. So we went to California, and we left for California on Thursday morning-ish. Late morning. I can't say afternoon because that sounds too late. We left like Thursday morning-ish. And on Friday, we went to Disneyland, and that was so lit and super rad. I got like carried away by Frollo, which was super funny. I don't think I've ever seen Frollo at Disneyland, but he like did this awkward like hair sniff thing, and I didn't know what to do, so I literally was like, why are you touching me? And then in the picture he like wrapped his arms around me, and then he started walking away with me after the picture. So I was like, okay, I'm getting kidnapped by the Disney villain at Disneyland. I don't know what to do. But other than that, it was super rad. I got a fun Christmas Mickey hat, even though it was Halloween. Well, the day before Halloween, Halloween Eve. But that was super rad. I loved Disneyland. And now I'm sick, so that's not fun. But yeah, I don't know. Life's kind of crazy. I don't think any of you cared to know about all of my life, but I got into college, and I'm smart, and I get to go for free. Like, that's awesome. That's such a blessing from God. It's only, like, by the grace of God that happened, and I had a lot of fun at Disneyland. That was kind of like my little celebratory, like, hey, it's your dad's birthday, and I just got into college for free, yes! Ah! So, yeah, that's my life right now. And this is day 2 in quarantine. Even though I drove to McDonald's this morning and got myself a McMuffin and a McFrappe thing. Yeah, this is my life. And I'm just gonna live it, because I only got one life to live, so why not? Yo. I sound so gross. Anyway, so there's my vlog. I hope you all have a super rad day. And thanks for dealing with my nasty, stuffy nose-ish sounding whatever this is. Yes. Anyway, if you have any ideas for videos that I should make, I'll probably make another one later today, just because I'm like getting stir crazy in my house. So, leave a comment below. Thanks, guys.